We're going to go over why I quit credit repair and why that'll be the biggest blessing to your business right now. If you are a credit repair business owner, you're probably dealing with low paying clients, even if they're paying you a lot. There's a lot to deal with fulfillment. You have to deal with, the customer service. You have to just deal with all the stress that comes with it. You are probably the biggest issue in your business. Maybe you're doing a lot of the work. You're feeling burnt out. Even if you have help, like maybe you have one VA, maybe you have a couple of VAs, you're still feeling burnt out. You're still working harder than you should. You need to focus on this new opportunity of business funding. And time is of the essence because business funding is one of those things that changes so much. I literally had a lady hit me up. She said, "Oh yeah, I'm ready to, get tapped into it, right?" Because I'm gonna go over like more information about my new program. So she was asking me as far as the business funding, but the thing was, it was in regards to a particular bank. So this particular bank changed their regulations. So this is not like some fake urgency thing, but you need to hurry up and get involved because these things change here and there. So why did I decide to quit credit repair? So I analyzed my own business evolution, and what I saw was that it's just higher leverage when you focus on the funding. It's just higher leverage when you structure your business to where you're focusing on the higher quality clients. You have less headaches, you got less stress, you're making more money while working less. So we get in this business not to just be a slave to the business. And at the end of the day, we have to call it how it is. Credit repair comes with low quality people. These are people that they didn't pay somebody. Maybe they made some other financial mistakes, but we just got to call it how it is, right? If everybody is going to be fake about it and just not say their truth, I'm going to be here and be the truth, right? If you're a credit repair business owner, you know what I'm saying. You feel me, right? So I also analyzed why my most successful students became successful, and the one of the biggest reasons was business funding. Just to also, because if this is the first video you're seeing of me, just to I guess validate myself, right? So for business funding, I've done things as much as making almost $30,000 in a day. So you see how I made 27,500 from funding $275,000. How many credit repair clients do you need for that, right? Let's say you charge $1,000. Most credit repair people are charging anywhere from 300 to 500, and then they're dealing with all these headaches, right? This was one client, one high quality client, damn near somebody's salary in one day, right? I partnered with one of my students in my I did one-on-one mentorship with, right? 11K. Send him wired it to him, you know. So also had a 20K a day as well, and then moving that, and then you see just high limit credit cards, and it's not just me, right? This is what happens when you apply online. You get them little ass limits. But anyways, so you see right here, so we got one of my students, Brian. So we helped him make $7,500 in a day by launching his own funding business. And that's going to lead me into what I'm talking about today as far as giving y'all more information. So stick with me because this is definitely going to benefit you. This is going to get you out of the trenches. It's going to help you make more money. This is going to help you create a real business funding offer because a lot of people mess up with that. They think like, okay, I can just do funding myself. You still need a mentor in terms of how to do it the correct way. So he made 7,500 out of that 18,000 was just from one Chase card, right? From my connection. And then you just see a bunch of approvals. These are all people that I've helped. Doc Davis right here. I helped him make over $5,000. He didn't have experience before. Like I said, Brian, and you see all these people getting high as limit approvals. So I say that to say, right? Let me go back to what I was saying over here. So I analyzed why my most successful students were successful is because they focus on business funding. And like I said, focusing on business funding is higher leverage. It's just literally logical, because it takes super long to fulfill for credit repair depending on how, much the clients have. And the next logical thing is to get them funding. You have less stress, you have less headaches, quicker turnaround time, and then there's less of a learning curve, right? So just keep that in mind. So I know I've said how, how people come online and be like, oh, everybody been asking me, this question and all that. I'm gonna keep it real. Some people have been asking me, for more information about my funding program. So I just wanted to go over a roadmap in terms of what to expect. And then, we'll go over the investment at the time I'm recording. this video because I don't want it to be any surprises for y'all. Y'all have seen the results. Go to my IG, go to my YouTube here, right? Y'all see the results. Go to my post on YouTube, right? So there's no reason for me to hide that. It's gonna cost to work with me, especially my one-on-one time. So the high level goals are the following, right? These are the goals that we're gonna have for you. So build a business funding offer, not a service, right? That's one of the things that we have to get the foundation of. I made a post on my IG talking about one of the biggest things mess ups I had was me looking at funding as an offer and me looking at my funding stuff as an offer when it was actually a service, right? So we'll get super crystal clear on that because there is a difference and you need to understand the difference if you're going to attract the clients. This is a whole system you have to create. This is why I said like you can't just come out and say, "Oh, I'm doing funding." Yeah, you can get some results, but if you want to build something real, something sustainable, you have to do it the proper way. So also the goal is to give you the confidence and blueprint to continue the system that we're gonna basically be building as far as your offer, so that you have a predictable way to make in more income with less stress and less headaches of just credit repair. I'm not telling you to just not do your credit repair anymore because when I say like, oh, I quit credit repair, I'm saying I fired myself from that operations. We still have, that fulfillment over there. It's just I'm not involved with that department, just to be transparent. And then helping you recoup your investment as fast as realistically possible so you can work on the next step, which is 10xing your investment. So the goal too is to help you get your next three client case studies so we can repurpose it into the God made marketing flywheel that we're going to create. I'm not going to show y'all in this video, but if you've seen previous videos or if you just go to my page, you'll see the whole God made marketing system that I've talked about for so long. So yeah, we're helping you create that as well. And then give you the confidence to be able to teach people the same information as a new revenue stream. Because some of y'all may know, like last year, I was big and heavy in promoting our 10K program, our $10,000 program. I'll say here that I'm not promoting that anymore, and I've pretty much kind of closed that because I'm focusing on this new program where we're just doing business funding. If we get on a call and you're just like, okay, I want the resources from the 10K program, um, we can do like a hybrid offer possibly, but I say that to say my focus is just literally on this program. So don't ask me about no 10K program. This is going to be more affordable, to be honest, this program. But yeah, I say that to say that I want to give y'all the confidence to be able to teach people this information. The information I had in the 10K program is obviously like next level sauce and everything, but this one-on-one experience, this is a new opportunity, right? I literally have people that were in my 10K program that are also in this exact program as well, just to let y'all know. So it's not like it's just same information, right? This is different level shit, So those that know, those that get it, those that don't get it, they don't get it. So the topics that will be covered over the 8 weeks, any of these are subject to change. Remember, this is a one-on-one experience. So just look at this as me and you, right? Because it's not going to be a group situation. It could change later on, I don't know. But at the time I'm recording it. So business funding ROI calculator, just be able to calculate based off of our inputs, what you can expect as far as outputs. So that's very important for the mindset. Irresistible offer creation. Like I said, there's certain things, certain gems that go into what I've done in terms of why I'm able to attract the clients I'm able to attract. I know it's some of y'all, and this is those of y'all that are cheap, right? The cheap credit repair business owners, y'all just watching me, watching me, watching me. Maybe you're watching me, what's it called? Here on YouTube, maybe you're watching me on IG. You're looking at things I'm doing. Maybe you're even copying me, right? But you don't know the back end system of everything I'm doing. You don't know the intent behind why I'm doing what I'm doing. This is why I'm launching this so that I can uncover that for the people to actually pay. You have to pay though, right? Like I said, this is not the 10K program. This is new shit. So just keep that in mind. Getting traffic, obviously, we're going to talk about that. Warm outreach system. We're going to talk about personal brand building, which is important. Useful lead magnet mastery, cold outreach system. You need a cold friendly offer to be able to scale your business. VSL mastery, sales mastery, BRM connections mastery, delivery and fulfillment, right? So this is the order in which we plan to go through things, but as you're getting traffic and ready fulfill. If you come in and you're just doing everything I'm saying, you just automatically get results before we get to certain parts in the program. Obviously, we can modify or we can go ahead and fulfill, and you're making money while you're still in the program. So, key deliverables, any of these are subject to change, like I said. So, number one is my phone number. So, this is direct one on one access to me. This is the biggest ROI. You're literally getting the direct access to me. Somebody that has these results, somebody that's rich in this industry, right? So you have the one-on-one access to me. You can ask me, the questions that you need. I'm here to be used as a resource for those of y'all that, take a chance and invest in yourselves. And y'all got to realize too that my time is dedicated to me running my own funding company, obviously, right? It's not that I just teach. So majority of what we make is from me actually doing the shit that I'm teaching people how to do, right? So, just staying tapped in with me. I say that to give y'all the confidence that I'm actually in the fields doing this shit, right? It's not like I'm just like teaching a program and I'm not doing it. I got a problem if you're not actually active in that business, but people gonna do what they do. All right, so then you get our current bulletproof contract that we use. So we've modified our contract over many times. So this is like ongoing access to literally the shit I'm doing right now. This is why I said that this is not the 10K program, because the 10K program cutoff is like from last year information, which is at the time I'm recording, that's 2024. You get the final demand for payment template for people that's trying to scam in this industry. I've made previous videos about it. You're gonna get people that try to scam, so you got to take certain measures to, prevent that in a sense. Outreach tracking sheet is gonna be very, very important. It's a moneymaker. And then it's structured for the following ways. So it's structured in the sense that weeks 1, 3, 5, 7 can be teaching topics, whereas 2, 4, 6, 8 can be check-ins, or we can on the alternative thing, we could just do 1 through 4, weeks 1 through 4 teaching topics. If you just built like an action taker like that, because this is gonna be actual, I'm gonna be giving you actual shit to build up your business. So just keep that in mind. And like I said, we could play by ear if you don't know yet what you prefer. So the reason why I'm even doing this video, because I have posted this on my story. I said that somebody locked in with me, and then I just had to make it clear that it's not a $3,000 investment. So at the time I'm recording it, which is, today, June 28th, right? It's a $4,500 paid in full investment. So somebody locked in with me today, this morning. They put a $3,000 deposit down. We're doing a payment plan. So we do have payment plan options. I'm not going to come on here and say, oh, you have to pay in full. But if you do a payment plan, you're going to pay more. It is what it is. So keep that in mind. But one thing I want to say is that action takers are money makers. Action takers save money because look, just 11 days ago, you could have got in for only this is a paid in full payment. You could have gotten for only $3,500 and you locked in with me like that. You know what I'm saying? So just keep in mind that the price will continue to go up. So the program is intended to be a one-time investment of $6,000, just $6,000, right? Is a lot more affordable than past stuff that we've done. But because we are in the beta phase, we started at a one-time investment of just $4,500. So keep that in mind. That's like one client, even like less than one client. On average, you're probably going to be getting each client let me kind of lowball. So let's say maybe 75,000 in funding up to 150,000 in funding, so 7,500 to $15,000 per client. You just need one client, you already made your investment back. So if you are ready to go ahead and book a call below and apply, and we'll see if it's a good fit. So if you are that credit repair business owner that you feel like I'm talking to you, maybe you're feeling burnt out, maybe you're just like, damn, if you're even just starting, I know sometimes I speak with some credit repair business owners. They're like, oh no, I'm just starting. I just want to do this, this, and this. Let me tell you how that doesn't make sense. You're saying you're just starting something you've never done before, right? So you wanna go ahead and go fuck up, and then now you want to come back over here. When someone that has the experience and has been doing this shit is telling you, okay, this is the right way of what you should be doing. So you don't make the mistake I made. So if you are someone that's new, you're just like, okay, no, I want to get my feet wet with just the credit repair. I don't want to focus on what's gonna actually make money because I'm speaking to you, Michael, someone that's been doing it longer than me, that has more results than me, that makes more money than me. I still want to just go fuck up over here. If you got that mindset, then cool, do what you got to do. By the time you come back and try to rock with us, it might be 25K. You know what I'm saying? But if you are that person that's like, okay, I'm ready to go, like I'm feeling everything you're saying, I'm ready to build a real, funding business, go ahead and apply below. If you are ready to invest, right? This is not for people that's not ready to invest. I'm not saying that you just come on here and then it's, oh, you have to pay or anything. But if you just got a couple like minute questions here and there, logistical issues, then that's cool. Rich people, you can have that type of, demeanor. But if you're somebody you're not ready to make an investment in yourself, don't book a call. Like let's save each other time. But with that being said, y'all have a blessed one.